and that is a roundup of King Charles III's property portfolio. Hi, Jason Keeler here, the Property Review Show. Good to see you back again. Please subscribe. Thank you very much indeed as we build this channel up. And of course, Queen Elizabeth II's death recently, a couple of weeks ago, and we want to check out what King Charles III inherits. And of course, it is 33 billion Australian dollars, Australian article, but in US dollars, around 22 billion. And that's a conservative estimate. There Charles is with his mother earlier on in the piece. And there is Buckingham Palace on our right here, and also a stunning property indeed it is. There they are together. What a great photo that is, as we look at the ownership of property and what an estate it is, commercial properties and more. So there we see Balmoral Castle. That is where the Queen passed away, and that is added to King Charles III's portfolio. It's the summer residence of the royal family. There's a nice shot there with the corgi, the famous Queen's corgi. Charles on the right. On the left is Princess Anne, and then Prince Andrew sitting there, and the Duke of Edinburgh on the left, of course, or Daddy, as he was known. And of course, lots of ownership here, lots on offer. So across Cornwall, there is 55,000 hectares of property, including Devon, Hertfordshire, Somerset, and more. And that is just impressive. Also, he is a property developer as well, King Charles III, so he's got lots going on. And Regent Street, one of the best known thoroughfares in London, measures 1.3 kilometres of prime property, owned by a single entity, of course, the Crown Estate. And there we have it. They've got forests, agricultural lands, and more. There's the Duke of Edinburgh on the right, the Queen Elizabeth II there, looking fabulous back in the day, 1953, and wow, what a shot. So we're looking at properties. Here we go. Buckingham Palace in London, the most famous, iconic positioning for the royal family. What a fabulous building it is. I've been there, been inside it. It is wonderful. They do a summer tour each year where you can go through, and it is quite a privilege, quite an awesome experience. Gilded everywhere, gold everywhere, staircases that are simply impressive, and of course landscaped as well. There's an inside shot that's where presidents have their dinner there with the Queen and more. 775 rooms, 188 staff rooms, 92 offices, 78 bathrooms, wow, 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 19 staterooms open to the public over summer, as I said earlier. There's another piece of property. They're saying that's worth around 7.35 billion Australian dollars. So there we go. We'd have to convert that into USD. Let's say 5 billion, and give or take. There's Windsor Castle, where the Queen was interned for her final resting place in St. George's Cathedral, which is inside there. And what else have they got? That's predicted to be worth 850 million. And then Balmoral Castle, that is added to the portfolio as well, and it sits on 20,000 hectares. Wow, that is a brute of a property, and that is why they did hunting and more on site, with 150 buildings sprawling the estate in Scotland. A great shot there of Prince Charles at the time with his two sons, William and Harry. Of course, now King Charles III. That's shot back in 97. And there we see a property that the Queen Mother, so the Queen Elizabeth II's mother, gave to Charles. There it is there. Nice little property there. And then, of course, Kensington Palace also gets handed over to Charles. And that is quite a prime piece of real estate in London, where Diana, Princess of Wales, was living as well back in the day. Estimated value, $923 million. And there we see a list of royals who have stayed there. Prince Harry and Prince and Princess Michael of Kent. Yes, there's a few royals around. And then we see estimated value about 1 billion here. Between Friends and Clarence House is also added to the portfolio. So very nice indeed. Estimated value around 500 million. Remember, these are Australian dollar figures. There's King Charles himself from Clarence House in 2020. And then we have Highgrove House My head's in the way, Highgrove House, Gloucestershire, and that is a fabulous one as well. Look at the value there too. In 1980, £865,000. So a nice property there, and has 364 hectares of organic land as well. Then we've got Sandringham House as well added to the portfolio. Estimated value $234 million. And then we've got Hampton Court Palace, owned by the Crown and famously Henry VIII's property, and you can go and visit there because it is a museum, etc. So there we have it. There is the Queen, former Queen, with the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister John Major. That goes back a few Prime Ministers. Then we've got more portfolio properties. What have we got here? We've got the famous Frogmore House in Berkshire, Crown. That's handed over as well, a value around $4 million. The Palaces of Hollywood House in Edinburgh, very central. And that is added to the portfolio for Charles as well, $93 million. Very nice. And then Hillsborough Castle in Northern Ireland, throw that in as well, $135 million. And the Castle of May, Scotland, the Princess Foundation is involved in that one, and we've got $645 million. Dumfries House, the Princess Foundation, $76 million back in '07. There's the late Queen herself cutting a cake and working hard to the end. What an amazing lady indeed. And more indeed, more properties indeed. What else have we got here? We've got the Blue House. There's another one there, but we've missed that in Cornwall. Let's go to Romania. And this is King Charles's home, the Blue House, Romania, which is a fortified medieval Saxon church. And he owns that one as well. And that is rented out. You can even stay there. So there we have it. No wonder he's smiling. He's saying my property portfolio is rather big. And yes, he's correct. So there you have it. Around 22 billion USD, and that's conservative, they say, on the figures. And that is a roundup of King Charles III's property portfolio. Very nice indeed. Very nice. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Bye for now.